Welcome back. This is episode 17 of The Sam Show. Hello, welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time listening. Another great show in store for you today. What we're going to be talking about, general election. That just got announced recently, so we're going to be diving into that. As well as that, there's been a couple threads going on Twitter recently, a couple, ones where you quote, retweet, and some funny stuff's happened. And one that caught my eye is, what TV moments did you find funny? Something to think about there, it'll get you thinking. And then, of course, going to be rounding off the show with the top 5 moments of the week. We all love it. Episode 17, we made it this far, eh? Let's just get stuck straight into it then, shall we? We're here. I'm alive. Don't worry. Right, I've got an apology. I've actually got an apology to do. I'm turning off the music for this part. I don't think the music is good for this part, but I've got an apology. I'm sorry that I didn't upload anything on the social medias. That's if you care. On any of the social media pages. I made the teasers. I made them on Premiere Pro on Thursday. After recording the podcast. And I forgot to post them, but, cut me a little bit of slack, guys. Posted one on Friday, and then I was going away to London on the Saturday. I was busy all day then, and then it was just completely out of my mind because I was watching Leeds United get beat by Southampton at Wembley. So I wasn't really thinking about all the podcast content, I have to say. But that's my little apology. My bad. That is 2 posts you've been scammed of there. And I was going to post them, but then I was like, I'm not following my schedule. This is just going to come out the blue out of nowhere because I only realised by Monday, and I usually post them Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I thought, you know what, I'll leave it there. They're going to be archived. You're not going to see those teasers whenever, or we might drop them at some point if the demand's really there to see the teasers for episode 16. But yeah. Apology over. Episode 17. Welcome back. It's good to be back here. I'm in half term. I'm, taking my 1 week break away from college. I've got A levels next Thursday. 2 in the same day. The week after as well. And then I'm done. And then we can really cook with the Sam Show. Let's hope we get some exciting ideas by that point. And I need to turn 18 as well. So, I tell you what, this next 3 weeks is going to be absolutely fantastic. It's going to be fantastic, and I'm there for it. Anyway, enough of the waffle. Let's get stuck into it. What we're talking about today, then. Well, a general election is being called, eh? It's time for change. It's time for change, isn't it? I mean, God. 4th of July, it's happening. Rishi Sunak was there outside of Downing Street. It was absolutely chucking it down. He pulled a bit of a Steve McLaren. Oh, well, he looked like Steve McLaren, where he's just stood there. I mean, McLaren had an umbrella, though, didn't he? And it was raining during that football match against Croatia in 2007. He looked like that. He looked like a drowned rat, a sad man, announcing a general election, and it's almost like it looks like he's accepted defeat already purely because of the way that he announced it. I don't know why you do that. You could have just done like a little video or something, put it onto social media or something like that, or get an umbrella. That's the thing. Just get an umbrella. I'm sure if you walked around London and it was raining, I'm 100% sure you'll find some street vendors or something that are going to sell you umbrellas. It might be quite expensive, but you might get a little bit of a cut price because you're Prime Minister, or they might inflate it because it's Rishi Sunak. But either way, he stood there looking really sad and depressed in the rain, announcing the general election. It's going to be on the 4th of July, which means, ladies and gentlemen, guess who can vote? Go on, have a think. Me! Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can help decide the future of this country now. Sam, who does the podcast, The Sam Show, can help decide what happens in the future of this country. Wow. Scary thought, isn't it? But yeah, we're going to be able to vote. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Birthday on the 17th of June. We turn 18. Come on. Come on. First general election for me there. And it's only a couple of weeks after I turn 18. I've registered to vote. It's going to be good. I'm going to be all excited going down to the polling office and putting in my vote and be like, oh, there we go. That's who I'm voting for. It's going to be a fun experience. It's going to be really fun. I get a standing ovation from all the OAPs and people who care about young people voting. I'll get like congratulated, pat on the back, well done, son. Yeah, no, I'll write on my card as well, Sam Show podcast, and get a little bit of advertising for the people that have to count them. Although I'm sure the people that do count them are probably retired and volunteering, so they probably don't want to listen to this podcast. And speaking of volunteering, of course, general election, all the parties are posting about what they're going to be doing. What have the Conservatives decided to do, especially Rishi Sunak? What have they decided to do? They've decided to put us on national service, 18-year-olds. And now I'm going to get the man, the myth, the legend, Rishi Sunak, the guy who decided on all this, by the way, to describe what national service is, because I won't do a good job at it.
Hi TikTok, sorry to be breaking into your usual politics-free feed, but I'm making a big announcement today and I've been told that a lot of you already have some views on it. So, first thing, no, I'm not sending everyone off to join the army. What I am doing is proposing a bold new model of national service for 18-year-olds. They'll be able to choose to spend 12 months in a full-time military commission or 1 weekend per month volunteering in roles within your local community, like delivering prescriptions and food to elderly people, or in search and rescue. This will give all young people valuable life skills, make our country more secure, and build a stronger national culture. Plus, people will receive best-in-class training in critical skills from cyber to civil engineering and leadership. But look, I know a lot of you will have questions on this, so follow the account, put your thoughts in the comments, and I'll be replying in the next few days.
So that was on the Conservatives TikTok page, and obviously there's Rishi Sunak talking about national service. So you either get the choice of, and this is a choice you have to follow with, you get the choice of, like he said, 12 months in the army, or volunteering every week. Well, it turns out to be 1 weekend a month. 1 weekend a month of volunteering. Now. I'm no genius, Rishi, but if you're making 18-year-olds do this by law, I don't think it's volunteering. I don't know about the definition of volunteering, Rishi. However, I don't think it's called volunteering. You're forcing someone to do something. That is not volunteering at all. I think it's a stupid idea, quite frankly. I know it's so they can appeal to like the older generation, because the older generation are going to be like, oh yeah, get them doing national service. That'd be well good. They could do stuff for the local community. No, a lot of young people aren't going to want to do national service. Don't get me wrong, there's a select few. I feel like the opportunity should be there for it, but it shouldn't be mandatory for you to do it, because I don't want to do it. Then if I get forced to do it, I'm going to university next year. That's not going to work around me. I'm supposed to be partying. I'm supposed to be fueling the economy with buying loads of drinks and going to nightclubs, getting the nightlife sector fired up. But I just don't understand. We're not living 100 years ago where like war's imminent and stuff. Like, fair enough, we had a war going on, national service, if we're getting bombed, but we're not. We're living quite in quite a safe area. Don't get me wrong, there's some people who might have it worse off, and those areas could do with some national service. However, no, I think it's stupid. You're not going to get loads of 18-year-olds wanting to do this. I will say no to it. If someone came up and asked me to do national service by law, I wouldn't do it. I'd say no. Turn away. We should get all the year 7s to join the army like this guy.
Mum sold you on eBay for £2 so she could get a male stripper.
I'd be terrified of that guy. I'd be absolutely terrified of him if he was in the army. get all the year 7s to do it. Don't get the 18-year-olds to do it because it doesn't make sense. A lot of us have weekend jobs as well. No one's going to be wanting to sacrifice a weekend to go do free work as well. And don't get he bangs on about the benefits, which are kind of respectable, such as like you gain skills and stuff. Well, you can do that anyway. Just don't force people onto it because that isn't right and it's not volunteering. It's stupid. And Labour's responses to it have been absolutely fantastic. Their social media game is being good enough to win the election anyway. It's been fantastic. It's just Labour just keep going at Conservatives over and over again on TikTok and Instagram Reels. I would play the clips, but there's no point in me playing them because it is just music. You're going to have to go watch it yourself. So go search up the Labour TikTok account and it's fantastic. They are just pummeling the Conservatives. There was this one, and it was about the national service thing. And obviously, Michael Owen played for England. I dropped my pen there. Michael Owen played for England at a very young age of 18. And it was him like going one-on-one through on goal against someone like ages ago. And then Rishi Sunak pops up, goes, "Hey, aren't you supposed to be on national service?" Bang. Disappears into thin air. Michael Owen. No Michael Owen because he would have been doing work for his local community instead. The national service thing, I don't know. Or is he going to a year in the army? Who knows? And it's fantastic. But yeah, like I said, the TikTok game, it just keeps coming from Labour. Like I said, they're going to win the election alone off this. I'll give them my vote purely for the fact that they're just popping off on TikTok at the moment. Like the videos of Rishi Sunak trying to dribble in and out of cones. Do you want your prime minister to get tackled by cones? No, you don't. And the fact that to say Keir Starmer is a better football player as well, and adding in clips of him just being a better player than Rishi Sunak, I think it's brilliant. I'm all here for the beef over social media because it's so childish. It makes it funny. And there's going to be a lot of people going like, well, they shouldn't be arguing it over social media. That is so unprofessional. I say let them do it because at the end of the day, on social media, they're going to be trying to look to get young people's votes. So they're going to be trying to make it funny. They want politics to seem fun. So what's the best way to do that? Let's just take the mick out of each other over on social media. Let's just take the mick out of Keir Starmer, Rishi Sunak, whoever. And the comparison's brilliant. Like the Conservative TikTok is so much more like relaxed. It's like you got David Cameron and Rishi Sunak going over the policies and stuff, and I mean, the editors trying to jazz it up to appeal to the kids. And then you get the odd Labour thing. Like, when they were talking about national service, they went and interviewed loads of kids around town. And they were all agreeing. Because obviously, why would the Conservatives post something where they don't agree with it? They'd probably slided them over a couple quid or something just to say, yeah, national service is mint. And it's the videos as well where Rishi Sunak answers questions and like some of the comments on them are fantastic. Go give them a look yourself. But look, I'm excited. General election called. I'll be able to vote in it. The beef over social media. Keep it going, both of you, Labour and Conservatives. It's fun. It's entertaining. Keep taking the mick out of each other and we'll see who we vote for. Wow, the Sam Show is getting political. Who would have thought? To a point, that is, we're not being controversial, I don't think. Right, the next segment, we're talking about Twitter threads. We're going back to the roots of the very first episode where we talked about French Twitter. That was fun. This is a little bit more different. It's a little bit more laid back. We're not talking about, vapes up bums anymore. But the funniest moments on TV. Love a good bit of TV, me. When I'm sitting down with my parent or my mum or dad's watching it, it can be interesting sometimes. I love a bit of Gogglebox. Gogglebox is prime English TV, I think. And don't get me wrong, some of the news shows are good. I really used to like This Morning and stuff, and then Good Morning Britain. And then you'd always get Lorraine on afterwards, wouldn't you? Although I did see a thing. This year, she's only made about 64% of her shows, which is weird because Joel Dommett was on it the other day, and It's called Lorraine. Lorraine, you could at least turn up to most of your things. Any other occupation, you're getting the sack. But we're treating Lorraine like a god. Don't get me wrong. She seems like a very nice person. But turn up to your TV show. It's called Lorraine. Joel Dommett should not be hosting Lorraine. Christina Lampard, is that her name? Well, Frank Lampard's missus. She shouldn't be hosting it as well. It should be Lorraine, or find someone else that's called Lorraine to take over the reign. Bit of rhyme in there on accident. That's what we're about here on the Sam Show. But anyway, the funny moments on TV, Twitter. I love Twitter. It's fantastic. You just can get stuck into wormholes on there of threads, and your quote retweets. Quote retweets are some of the best things to man. Honest to God, they are absolutely fantastic. But the funniest TV moments. And I was scrolling through, and it was making me think back to so many. There were so many good moments that happened on. I was trying to keep it English telly because I was thinking, do you know what? You know, I'm English, and I assume a lot of people that listen to the podcast are English. Let's keep with that, because these might be moments that you remember as well. You might think, oh yeah, that's a moment that I remember. But what would you think is your best TV moment? I really struggled to think of one precisely, because like I think of I'm a Celeb and stuff. We have like Jimmy Bullard. Jimmy Bullard's fantastic. We have the old Soccer AM, great age. Just bang out of order stuff there. But the old Soccer AM, fantastic. That is prime English telly. Soccer AM, I'm a Celeb. Big Brother back in the day before they rebooted it. Oh, perfect. That little Love Island run from 2017 to 2020 before lockdown. Fantastic. That's just started again. And I don't think I'm going to be watching it. I don't think I'm going to be watching it. I haven't watched Love Island for the past few years now because it just doesn't interest me anymore, because I'm sat upstairs playing on Xbox, or now I've got to be revising. Do you know what? I've got to be revising now, so I can't sit down and be watching Love Island all the time. But so instead I'm doing a podcast. But yeah, prime English TV. It doesn't get better anywhere else, I think. It doesn't get better anywhere else. And we have moments like this. If you remember Alison Hammond pushing that man into the water, you'll definitely remember this clip then.
It's going to be patchy rain over there. Get ready, go. All right, go. Oh my gosh, are you all right? Oh my God. Oh my God, you all right? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I think what makes these moments brilliant as well is the fact that you can hear the crew in the background absolutely dying of laughter. And it was funny because I remember seeing the clip for the first time. I think this was like a few years back. She was doing the weather on, I think it's Albert Dock in Liverpool. They had a map of the United Kingdom, and she was jumping over onto another bit of the map. And she just ends up pushing this guy into the water. He just goes splash. And the thing is, I love how unconcerned she sounds. I just clocked it then in the clip. She sounds so unconcerned for him, even though she's just gone and pushed this man into Albert Dock water. We don't know what's in Albert Dock water, but she sounds like she doesn't care. And you know what? Good presenting. She just gets on with her job. She doesn't like the fact that she pushed a man in. Hell, the fact that she pushed a man in, that doesn't faze her. She keeps going on. She'll keep telling everyone about the weather. And we're staying on with Good Morning Britain, because this is another moment. This is new to me because I didn't see this, but I think it's quite old. But do you know what? Just give it a listen.
And a big opportunity for you in Hollywood. You must have had to beat off a lot of American men to get this part. Why does that make you giggle? Did you not have to beat them off?
You actually, to get the role, there was quite a few men up for the role as well.
There were.
And compose yourself. Okay, Dan, why are there lots of other Americans up for this role?
I guess there were. When I sat down with the director, Adam Wingard, it was very apparent that we had a very similar twisted sense of humour, and we wanted to have a lot of fun with this and make people laugh with it. And that's exactly what you've done to me this morning. And I hope we can do with the guests, you know. I think it's a riot. Brilliant.
Love a good mix-up of words on there. Beat off. Did you have to beat off a lot of men to get into that position? Wow. Dirty-minded. Even me as a 17-year-old. disappointed in that. You knew what she was saying. But moments like that on TV are fantastic. Just when they get the words wrong. And again, you just hear the crew go into stitches all the time. And it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Just moments like that. You don't get that anywhere else. Nothing like live telly. Nothing like live recordings, is it? Unedited stuff just like this. You get the whole shebang here. You get unedited moments. And to be fair, no, I'm pretty tidy with what I do. I don't mess up like that. I don't think I have, at least. I don't think I've had my mess up of words yet, which insinuates something else, because I'm always trying to be very careful with what I say. Not like Susanna there, where she's just throwing words out, and then the guy's creasing. Ben Shepherd as well. He's there. He knows what she's on about. And you're professional. She tries and gets on with it. She's like, you know what I mean. Yes, we do know what you mean. However, saying you had to beat off a lot of men, I don't think that was the correct choice of words there, Susanna. And we're almost staying on topic here. You'll get it in a second. But who remembers this iconic moment from Match of the Day?
Well, we'll find out shortly. We've an FA Cup winners only policy in the studio tonight. And I don't know who's making that noise, but so Alan Shearer is on the commentary gantry alongside Steve Bauer. Alan, it's toasty in this studio. It's a bit...
I remember seeing that happen. It was absolutely brilliant. Whoever did that, give him a knighthood, because the planning that must have gone into that to go set that up. Because I think in the end it was a phone with a ringtone of that. What an idea, and how you've managed to execute it's fantastic in the middle of a live show as well. You just don't get it anywhere else, do you? But we've all been done by those before. We'd recognise the noise. We've all been done with it. But there's nothing better when you get someone with it. I remember sending my dad a video, and it was like a quiet recording of like a football interview or something, and then all of a sudden, just by the click of the finger, it just bursts into that out loud. And then, you get the message back, and it's usually not a very nice message, calling you something mean. And but you get the laugh out of it, because you got them, and hopefully they've opened it in a public place, turn up the volume, put it to their ear, and it bangs out. Nothing better. Live TV, the TV moments. Like I said, you don't get anything better. Live stuff. Fantastic. It's fantastic, isn't it? You get your free moments like that. There's many more. What are your best moments in TV history? I can't really think of mine. TV shows. They're my moments. TV shows. Your I'm a Celebrities, your Soccer AMs. They're the best moments in television. And we jump on to another best moments. The top 5 moments of the week. God, I don't think I've said the word moment so many times within the space of the last 30 seconds. It's starting to sound really weird, the word now. But anyway, we all love it. The top 5 moments. It's the best segment because it's just where I scroll through Twitter. I find 5 videos that have come up in the past week since the last release of the last podcast. And I just get the recordings, or I just tell you about them. It's brilliant. Right, let's get stuck into it. Top 5 moments of the week, and this one was really weird. I know he has been in England recently, but he's doing a little bit of a tour, and I didn't think he was going to be in Gloucester, and he was. Speed. He was in Gloucester to do the local cheese rolling event. And the cheese rolling event is basically, it's an annually held event where all the participants run down a hill as someone throws a wheel of cheese down it, and whoever runs down to the bottom first and grabs the cheese is the winner. And it's absolutely chaotic. Speed went there. He finished 4th. I would play a clip of an interview with him there. However, last time I did that, played something by the BBC, it got blocked on YouTube. So it's one of the episodes. It's the Taylor Swift episodes being blocked on YouTube partially. It's got like 3 views, and it's probably people from like Southeast Asia or something. But the video got blocked, so we're not going to be playing anything from the BBC meanies. And I just realised I just said Match of the Day, but we can only hope. fingers crossed. If you're listening to this on YouTube, put a comment saying you can hear it or something. That'd make my day. But anyway, yeah, speed at the cheese rolling event. Why on earth is he there? He came fourth. Fair play, because people train for this. This is what I didn't realize. People train for this for like the whole year to run down the hill. It looks painful because it's a steep hill, and if you fall over, it could be curtains for you. You might be looking at the bottom, getting some medical attention there. But that's the first moment of the week. It happened that on the weekend just gone. But the next one, I saw this clip about a week ago, and it's fantastic. This person, basically, I think it's a dwarf, actually, because the guy's dead small. This person gets a chocolate cake, but posts it through a letterbox. Give this a listen.
Look, chocolate cake. Russ's face. Oh, deep. Kill the bits. Yeah, please, shall I post it? Shall I post it? Open that box, you're kidding. Come here, move. Smash him. So, yeah, chocolate cake. Yeah, sure. Chocolate cake, paper plate.
I mean, that's fantastic. That is some fever dream stuff. A dwarf in a balaclava dressed in all black, getting a full chocolate cake and posting it through a door. The Geordie accents make it 10 times funnier as well. Wild, absolutely wild. I mean, I'm sure this has been done before, but it's funny because the chocolate cake just perfectly goes in. It's like they've pre-planned this and they found the chocolate cake and gone, right, this is going to be mint. This is going to fit through precisely. We've got the measurements. They stick it in, but imagine waking up in that house, going downstairs, and you just see a chocolate cake lying on the floor next to your door. You'd be absolutely fuming. Hopefully they didn't get caught on the Ring doorbell. But that's a brilliant bit of banter. That is fantastic. And also, this moment felt like a fever dream. Moment number 3. So recently, in WWE on Wednesday, they have NXT. And if you can guess who made a link-up in this, I will be very surprised, unless you already know already. If you could take a guess who you think has made a link-up. Go on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you guessed Shawn Michaels and Sexy Red, you would be correct. How strange is that? I mean, she came on and revealed a new title for the women's division. But Shawn Michaels and Sexy Red. And I'm going to play this clip. Here's a video of them singing Shawn Michaels' theme song, sat in a car.
I know I'm sexy. I got the look. They try, the boys, wow. Yeah, they really move. I said chill. Up and down, that's fine. I'm just a sexy boy. Sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. Boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. Sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. Boy toy.
I mean, what a champ Shawn Michaels is. I never thought I'd see the day with him sitting in a car next to Sexy Red singing his theme song. Fair play, Shawn Michaels. Fair play to him. Next moment of the week. I talked about it earlier, Love Island. Well, this guy, I mean, I've got it down written in my notes here. I've called it Love Island Bristol Rovers. Now, just have a think before I play the clip what this possibly could be about. As a Bristol Rovers football player gone on to Love Island? Has something to do with Bristol on there? Well, your jaw is going to drop after listening to this clip.
My type used to be blonde, a nice pair of Bristol Rovers, we'll call them. Yeah, I love a boob. I do. I'm a boob man.
So this man has just referred to boobs as Bristol Rovers. No, the podcast hasn't stopped. I am speechless. How do you come up with that name? How do you come up with the name Bristol Rovers when describing boobs? I mean, do you know what I love about Britain? Do you know what I love about Britain? It's the fact, if you just add ED onto the end of anything, it works in every single sentence ever. Any statement you're trying to make, like, oh, I'm going to get absolutely car parked tonight. You 100% know what I'm saying. You 100% know what I'm saying. Beautiful. And you know what? That's what he's done there. But genuinely, how have you come up with that name? How have you come up with the name for boobs? Bristol Rovers. Oh my God. Just I mean, crazy. Absolutely crazy. We'll move on to the last moment of the week. And I saw this TikTok. I saw it on Twitter. And there was this couple who went on holiday. And it was like, this is what's going on a holiday with a picky eater at an all-inclusive occasion. Keywords, all-inclusive. So you're thinking, right, there's a lot of stuff. So maybe you have chicken nuggets and chips. No. What this person did, they brought a suitcase full of food, but it's stuff like pot noodles and club bars and packet of crisps. Like, what? You're at an all-inclusive. You paid to get all the food for free, pretty much. So use it. Just eat the chicken nuggets and chips. That's what most picky eaters like. Why are you bringing pot noodles and stuff away on holiday with you to another country? That just seems so wrong. But how can you live off pot noodles and club bars for a whole week? Go widen your taste buds or something. Don't become a picky eater once for that trip. But what a waste of luggage space. Do you reckon they use the whole 20 kg allowance in the luggage hold for a separate suitcase full of pot noodles and club bars? I mean, don't get me wrong, a decent little bit of scran. But come on, you're paying for an all-inclusive. How is that going to work then? How is that going to work? What a way to end off the top 5 moments of the week. Just thinking about that. I'm going to do that when I go away on holiday. I'm just going to bring a 20 kilogram suitcase full of pot noodles and club bars. That sounds pretty good. That'll do me. Oh, we've come to the end of the episode. What a shame. What a shame. Anyway, if you made it this far, 32 minutes in, thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for making it this far. I know it might get a little bit annoying listening to my voice for half an hour, but you're a real fan if you made it this far. Make sure to go check out our social media pages. Instagram and TikTok is exactly the same, _Sam_Show4. And then on Twitter, the Sam Show 4. It's all one word, nice and easy. Right, that rounds off episode 17. Make sure you're back here next week for episode 18. Episode 18, eh? Friday, 6 a.m. It's released. Make sure you're there. Guys, thanks for listening. Have a good rest of your day, whether you're listening at 6 a.m. on Friday, whether you're listening Saturday morning, Sunday, whatever day of the week. Have a good evening. Guys, I'll see you next week at the exact same time, hopefully, here for episode 18. In a bit, everyone.